right, this is session 7. Again, sorry for the set, Dave. What we got going on is we got another session come up tomorrow, and we've done something nobody's ever done before. We have a mic parallel to the ground. They're always perpendicular, man. Quite the innovation here. So yesterday's session, we agreed that is the guitar getting through? Yes, it is. We agreed that I'd given you a lot of information, and you needed to internalize a great deal of it, and you needed to practice a great deal of it. So we were a little bit light on new stuff last Thursday, and we were pretty big on just playing and having a good time playing. So here's a recap of what we talked about. Number 1, and this is huge, the big foot. So a couple times when you were playing last week, you were playing and your foot was tapping. Now, I don't know if you can see my foot down here. I got another one over here. Very important that your foot is tapping. Number 1, to keep yourself honest, your own internal metronome. Number 2, if your foot isn't tapping, and your audience's foot isn't tapping either. So be very, very conscious of how tappable and when you are tapping. And that is your timepiece. So you may also use a metronome. On your smartphone, you can find, just type in metronome and you get a number of them. So when I'm dealing with a tune and I need to get, the legit tempo of it, beats per minute, I'll draw up my smartphone and I will put in whatever BPM I'm looking for, and that will keep me honest. And then I tap my foot. I don't play to the metronome often anymore, but in my early formative years, I did it all the time, and that helped me with timing. So your metronome is your foot. And, you're having fun, you're at the campfire, that sort of thing. If your foot's not bopping, the people listening to you are not bopping. So speaking of the campfire, when people do ask you to play, be prepared the same way you are for teaching. You don't just go up cold. Well, maybe at the end of your career you went up cold. But you need to find your comfort zone, because everybody's nervous and everybody's on edge when, hey, Dave, play a song. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, no, so whoa. So you need a routine. You need something that is in your wheelhouse. You need something that's very, very common to you and extremely well known. And that gives you time to calm yourself for other things that you may play. So you play the piece that you know inside and out. For me, it's All Along the Watchtower. So, Gary, play a tune. Oh, gee, no, I don't think so. No, Gary, play a tune. Oh, no. Gary, play a tune. Well, Gary, play a fucking tune. Excuse me, I'm not supposed to swear. And my medication needs a little bit. But, so I'll play All Along the Watchtower. It's in my wheelhouse. I'm very comfortable with it. I can even talk over it. Must be somewhere out of here, said the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion. You get the idea. So by the time I'm at the end of that song, I'm relaxed, I'm comfortable. People were with me, there's clapping, there were feet tapping, that sort of thing. So find a song, beat the heck out of it, and that's what you open with. Go to some of your newer stuff and some of the stuff that's more challenging for yourself later on in your impromptu set. But get a tune, 2 tunes, 3 tunes that you're so comfortable with you can play them in your sleep. All right. You were playing a little bit more. I think you were playing your tune, and you're still getting strings ringing when you don't want strings ringing, but you're cognizant of that, and I know you'll work on it. You were also doing some root tonic bass stuff. I just broke the rule. When you're doing root tonic, so C, root tonic, bum, bum, bum. I can't do it. It's really fundamental stuff, though. What I'm trying to get across here, Dave, if you're playing C, the root is first. It's always a C. G. Can you do it the other way around? It's like Superman Bizarro World. Other way around. So if you're playing a C chord and you're doing that sort of root tonic bass thing, I always start with the fundamental first. So if you're C, it's C. If you're A, it's A. If you're G, it's G. That's the first note that you play. Then we came around to, you're playing something in D. You may have been playing root tonic. And I made the observation, drop your low E to a D. And you can do this with all kinds of tunes. Now when you hit a D chord, you get this big, huge chord. It's huge, it's huge. And that one's quite easy to do. And you can do some other things with it, unison. That'd be Cheech and Chong in the back of a van and see, oh, that's for another time. Okay, the final thing I showed you is in drop D. There's a couple of Yes songs. My goodness, progressive rock, Dave, you're playing progressive rock now. But in You and I is D, E minor, F sharp minor, as such. Now the vocal part for that is something a little bit different, and I won't embarrass myself by attempting it. That's in You and I, and there's also, no, that's All Good People. And You and I is off the Close to the Edge album. It's the same sort of thing and almost the same rhythm, drop D. Notice that I'm not always hitting the D string, I'm selectively hitting it. And Chris Squire's bass part starts da-da-da. Nice tune. Again, the vocals to that are advanced because John Anderson, it's almost falsetto, and it is falsetto for me. That's a little bit more difficult. Also, the cutaway in your guitar, what is that for? It's for access up here. So the same tune in You and I, and what I'm going to do is I can hit the octave D up here. Same chord. And there you have it. That's session 7. Hope to see you next week. And maybe we'll do some new stuff. Maybe we'll just keep on working on fundamentals. Your song's really coming along, so you don't keep it up, man. Talk to you later.